What are your thoughts on the Congress hearing on UFOs? Was definitely an interesting hearing. Some wild statements made by both the witnesses. Tic-tac description. Description of non-human intelligence. Football field-size crafts, etc. And Congress members. Video of large orbs in formation. If there is truth to these statements, hopefully the public will eventually get to see the hard evidence. Also hard to discount that this is one of the few topics both Republicans and Democrats seem to agree with each other on. Not sure if that lends credibility to the topic, but points to them knowing more from closed-door sessions that the public has seen. This is further corroborated by the multiple comments of overclassification and the need to declassify at least old material. Credible high-ranking former U.S. Navy and Air Force officers testified under oath to UAP and related satellite imagery, radar data, electro-optical data and visual contact. Another intelligence official stated under oath they have retrieved crashed UAP craft with biological evidence and that defense contractors were involved. I think this needs to be investigated and pushed to get some transparency because this is starting to sound like the scandal of all scandals. It's interesting that it's being taken seriously, but I'd want to see tangible evidence before I believe it myself. If it's all true flying saucer, I hope they come to help. More UFO hearings for this House of Representatives than climate hearings. Without any supporting proof, what they are asserting is so astounding that I will have to reject it out of hand. It is quite intriguing and there's a lot of, on paper, credible people testifying, but the evidence isn't exactly irrefutable. Until and unless we get that solid, unquestionable evidence, or a UFO lands on the White House lawn, then I think this is going to be a whole load of nothing. Sadly. Only thing we actually know is that the government wants you to believe in alien spacecraft. I'd be surprised if the whole thing wasn't a distraction from some kind of geopolitical or governmental issue tbh. I think it's pretty low on the priority list, tbh. I should have started my alien podcast a few years ago to catch on this hype. A waste of time to keep people distracted with conspiracy theories. I'm interested. No evidence. No story. Same as decades before. Paper trails don't mean much. Also, people need to remember that hard evidence usually goes public during or after investigations. Not before they begin. Otherwise, the accused would already be in cuffs. Calling all researchers. By the way, https www.reddit.com/r/ufos/comments/159w041/request for help putting together a timeline with UTM source equals share and UTM medium equals web 2x and context equals 3. I'm skeptical about it being aliens. It's likely just spy aircraft they don't want public. The interdimensional hypothesis just blows my freaking mind. I can sort of wrap my head around warp drives and humanoids coming from light years away. But possible dimensions we can't perceive. What? It's difficult to say because we really don't know anything yet. Some of Grush's claims seem reasonable. Government not disclosing details of UFO encounters, while others seem downright bonkers. Retrieval and reverse engineering of non-human spacecraft. I could believe that there have been sightings of drones or vessels of unknown origin. But it's much harder to believe that such vessels are known or proven to be of otherworldly origin. Or that they move with no propulsion system. The latter would break the laws of physics, and an alien spacecraft would still be subject to the laws of physics. So while I think it's absolutely possible, even probable, that there have been and still are experimental aircraft both from within and outside of the USA that have been uncovered, I would need convincing evidence to entertain the idea that they could be from another planet. I find it difficult to believe that an extraterrestrial race would be present on or around Earth without publicly making themselves known. And it's not exactly the sort of thing that would be easy to hide either. Grush's claims fall apart quickly when examined closely. No one questioned has any evidence to support any of these claims. And even Grush himself admitted he has never seen any of these things himself. Yet he nevertheless insists that aliens and alien spacecraft must both necessarily be real. Basically, he's using circular logic. The fact that there is no evidence proves there's a cover-up, which proves the aliens are real. It's actually pretty sad when you break it down. I have no doubt that people have seen UFOs, UAPs. I do not believe there is any evidence to support claims that these unidentified things are alien in nature. I think it's a case of a handful of individuals who want to believe looking for an excuse to believe. Not impressed until unmistakable visual and physical evidence is made public. They can flap at the gums all they want until then. Regardless of how this turns out, I still think butt probe insurance is a scam.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.